We got shirts on sale. Express your Eeveelution and starter Pokemon love by buying an Eeveelution family shirt and Which One starter shirt. Link will be in the description below. Welcome back to my opinions on all the Pokemon typings. This week we're doing Poison typing. Poison typings aren't really the most useful, but there are some really cool Pokemon behind this type. Some of my favorite Pokemon are actually the Poison type, and due to how it's not talked about a lot, I think this will help you guys remember that some of these Pokemon still actually exist. As always, when giving my opinions on all the Pokemon of their specified type, all Pokemon will be included. All forms, regional variants, and Mega Evolutions will be included. With that being said though, let's hop into my opinions on all these Poison Pokemon. Bulbasaur is my second favorite starter. It's just so adorable and its performance in the Pokemon anime is awesome. Ash's Bulbasaur is such a role model for other Pokemon, and it even helps resolve disputes at Professor Oak's lab. Bulbasaur, fun fact, was also my first official starter. Ivysaur is my favorite middle stage evolution Pokemon. Yes, I like it even more than Bayleaf, but it's still Bayleaf, so it's a very close second. To me, Ivysaur's rose is the cutest part about it. An amazing final evolution, and in my opinion, the most useful and powerful out of all the Kanto starters. It is also the best starter for Kanto for an in-game playthrough as well. The best Kanto Mega Evolution, in my opinion, is Mega Venusaur. It has an amazing ability being Thick Fat, making it literally into a gigantic tank. Thick Fat halves fire and ice attacks. Mega Venusaur is the biggest offensive tank. I remember Ash was supposed to capture one of these in the Pokemon anime, but he failed it, so I guess there's some kind of comedic value behind this. I don't really have much of an opinion, to be honest. It kinda sits there and uses Harden. I do have a funny joke though. Kakuna Rattata. What a wonderful phrase. That was awful. One of my favorite bug-type Pokemon is Beedrill. I really do like bumblebees, and I always used to love watching bees gather honey as a kid. No, I did not get stung, but it was pretty close. What a monstrous Mega Evolution. Mega Beedrill is so fierce when it comes to competitive. Have you ever seen a Mega Beedrill set up Swords Dance and swoop an entire team? Yeah, I've done that so many times and it feels pretty satisfying. I may actually get kinda sensitive reading this. Who remembers the good times of Ekans coughing? Ekans was Jesse's signature Pokemon that would appear in every battle with Pikachu. Then it evolved into Arbok, and we get into one of the saddest moments in the Pokemon anime. This one is going to be kind of long, as Arbok is actually my favorite Poison-type Pokemon of all time. Bottom line, I love Cobra Snakes. Snakes are my favorite kind of reptiles, and I have always wanted one ever since I was a kid. My parents though told me no, of course. I loved how fierce they look, and just the kind of bites they would give people just kind of scared me. But that's why I always loved snakes, so that makes sense. Going into the more sentimental side of Arbok though, when Jessie had to release her Arbok in the beginning of Hoenn, I near lost myself and broke down in tears. Like, my god, I have never seen a more sad episode of Pokemon except for maybe Litten and Stoutland. Jessie literally had to give up her best friend, and seeing Arbok just refuse to leave and how it looked at Jessie with the saddest of eyes broke my heart down. Arbok is my favorite poison Pokemon because of this. I have always wanted a shiny Nidoran female. I was hunting for one in Let's Go, and I swear I can never get my hands on one. It literally sucks. Nidorina I don't really have an opinion on, to be honest. It's cuter and bigger Nidoran female, I guess. I like Nidoqueen, but not as much as Nidoking. I liked Gary's Nidoqueen in the Pokemon anime though, I guess. You are more precious than the Nidoran female line. I like pink more than I like blue. His tooth is precious. Nidorino is alright, I guess. It just kind of exists. Some kind of fun lore actually is that Nidorino was Professor Oak's first Pokemon. That's only lore though, don't quote me. The best team for Kanto, head MVP Nidoking, is one of my favorite Poison-type Pokemon. It's such a monster in any Kanto game, being able to fully evolve so early on, and having powerful moves like Dig. I also love running Life Orb, Sheer Force, and competitive. What a monster. I hate how you're in literally every single damn cave, but you're kinda cute, I guess. Its Gen 1 sprite is absolutely terrifying. I don't like how it can't close its mouth. Its Pokedex entries are also terrifying. Blood-sucking is, pretty interesting. Smoke weed every day. Ooh. I like Gloom. In the anime, it was adorable how Erika's Gloom would protect her by unleashing a foul stench. I would want a Pokemon to protect me like that too, to be honest. You aren't as cute as Blossom, and you're based off of a really stinky flower, but you're not bad, I guess. You're kinda cute for being based off of a gnat, but I just think you're okay. It's cool. I really like moths, so I don't really have a problem with it. Pokemon Insider, please come back and do a YouTube collab with me. To be honest, I don't have much of an opinion. It's just one of those Pokemon that's just sort of there for me. I like that this Pokemon is based off of a pitcher plant. However, I'm just mainly surprised at how James didn't completely get eaten alive by his Victory Bell in the anime. Apparently Misty refers to it as the Ruby of the Sea. I refer to it as the pain in the ass of the sea. This thing pops up every 10 seconds when you're on the water, and it's just so annoying. You are Water Zubat. big giant tentacle monster is actually a lot cooler than its previous evolution. I remember watching False Swipe Gaming's video as to how good it actually was, and I remember using it with Swords Dance getting in some pretty good sweeps. It's a pretty cool Pokemon. You know, sometimes I'm really hard on Generation 1 for being super simplistic, but that doesn't necessarily mean I hate them. The grammar lines are the exception to this because even though they're just piles of sludge, I really love them. Seeing the grammar overtake Gringy City in the OG anime made for a really cool episode. Now, I wasn't really in love with Alolan grammar at first, but I must admit, I thought it looked a little goofy with its 2 teeth and mustard beard. But after learning it was a poison dark type and saw how cool the line could be, it started to grow on me. Now, going back to the Cantonian line, we've got Muck. Muck was hilarious in the anime. He was just so happy to be captured by Ash and be around people. He always tries to give anyone he was around a big fat hug, which no one ever really liked because he was stinky, but I mean, he was just so adorable. I mean, I'd give him a big hug even though it smelled like crap, but that's okay. Who are you? I'm you but stronger. Yes, we have the much better version of Muck being its Alolan form. It's just better in every way imaginable. Game Freak didn't jumble the stats around, but they gave it much better abilities and the added dark typing really helps that a lot. And don't even get me started on the design. The crazy rainbow pattern it has is just so awesome, and it looks like an oil spill. There's just so much to love about this guy, so I'm gonna stop before this video becomes mostly about Alolan Muck. Gastly's pretty cool. To me, it's the spookiest of its evolution line. Man, I'm super bummed out that Ash didn't get Haunter in the Pokemon anime. He hadn't technically captured Haunter, but imagine if he did. He probably would have been able to evolve it into Gengar. One of the coolest Ghost-type Pokemon out there. Running Scarfed Gengar is one of my favorite sets to run in competitive. Morty's Gengar also gave me a hell of a time when I fought it for the first time all those years ago. I think its shiny is the best part about Gengar's Mega Form. It's pleasing to use in competitive too, if you like trapping people with Shadow Tag. James's Coughing is one of the best Pokemon out there. It would just say coughing with the same stoked smile expression the entire time. I will say that I cried the first time after I saw James release his Weezing. It had the same emotional impact on me as Jessie did when she left Arbok. It's a cute little spider and it's got a butt for a smiley face. I just like this little bugger. You're alright, but why don't you have 8 legs? You only have 4. Aren't you supposed to be a spider Ariados? I don't really know. Literally one of the coolest Gen 2 Pokemon. I love Crobat. Its design is sleek and nice. It's also really fast, and I like that about it a lot. Makes owning a Zubat totally worth it. I just want you to get an evolution. That way you wouldn't be so forgettable. You are my second favorite bug type, and also you're a poison type. I actually forgot about that. I have a lot of memories with you, Mothie. It was the MVP in my Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke, and Jessie's was also cute too. I was sad when she had to leave it. Roselia Shiny is really beautiful. I really liked using one on one of my Emerald teams. You are derpy and precious. Another one of my favorite poison Pokemon. I remember I used one on my first Sapphire team. It was pretty precious. Its shiny form is also pretty blue and majestic. Don't get me wrong, I love Seviper. I also love Jessie's Seviper, but it is nowhere close to being as great as Arbok is. I think Badoo was unnecessary for a Roselia pre-evolution. There are more Pokemon out there deserving of a pre-evolution like Lickitung. It is one of the cuter pre-evolutions though, I guess. Roserade is my favorite Generation 4 Pokemon. I love flowers, and I love roses. One set in competitive I like to run is Assault Vest Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, Hidden Purifier, and a 4th slot with whatever I feel like running. Again, like what I said with it last time, it's pretty cute, just don't spray me. As usual, it's still Peace Fire, and I love it. You're such a cute little scorpion. I like you a lot. I still want to use this in a playthrough of a Pokemon game. It's really neat looking, and a dark/poison type is a cool type combination. Croagunk was pretty funny in the Pokemon anime, not gonna lie. With Misty and Max gone, someone had to take over the job of keeping Brock's flirting under control. But the fact he was so aggressive with him, giving him a swift poison jab was just hilarious. Also, poison fighting is a dope typing. I love Toxicroak, but I always forget it has dry skin. This ticks me off. Awesome Pokemon. Literally all I need to say. It is precious in the sense of how evil its little eyes look. You're the cool middle evolution. That's all I really have to say. Speed Boost, Protect, Rinse and Repeat. That's all you need to do in order for you to run a great Scolipede. Also, Swords Dance is a great option. You are so cute and precious. People who hate you are stupid. I love this little pile of garbage and no one can change my mind. Ha ha ha, it's garbage. On a real note though, yeah, it's literally a piece of garbage, but I love it. You are better than Muck in its line, but I still like Muck. Also, could I throw Turtwig into you? Ha 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 ha, such an original design. Still better than Electrode though. Still a much better Pokeball design than Electrode. Regenerator is such a useful ability, and with Amoonguss being a very defensive wall, it makes for a great core-like Pokemon. To me, it's one of the best grass-type walls. It's a cute seahorse. Not as cute as Horsey, but still cute, I guess. This is such an awesome type combination. Poison/Dragon. I like to thank whoever came up with such a cool idea for a Pokemon, because really, this is one of the coolest ones from Generation 6. I used one in my Pokemon Y playthrough, and it served my team very well. I liked it a lot. James's Marini is cute as all heck. It makes his face blue and it just swallows him and attacks his face. I laugh every time. You are annoying as hell and competitive, but I love the crap out of you at the same time. Regenerator, Recover, Scald, Sludge Bomb. Let's get this stall, fam. I think you're precious and I want a male evolution for you. Queen of Dank and Poison Lizards. I recently saw Lucamines in the Sun and Moon anime, and it reminded me of how awesome Salazzle was. Nihilego is pretty interesting. I definitely thought it'd be a poison type because it's a jellyfish, but the rock type took me by surprise, but in a good way since I think rock poison is such a cool type combination. Its integration in the story was just so awesome. The fact that Lucamine obsessed over it and eventually fusing with it to create one of the coolest looking boss fights we've ever gotten in a Pokemon series to date is something I respect a lot. Lastly, I have to say how awesome its shiny form is. The nice gold color is just a great look on this Pokemon. Popol is such an awesome Pokemon all around. It's one of the only Ultra Beasts that can actually evolve. Has a great design, great shiny, and was a big surprise when it was introduced in the middle of the generation. Yeah, Gen 7 changed a lot of what we can expect from Game Freak in the future. Even though I haven't reached this part just yet in my Pokemon Sun and Moon watching experience, but I am fully aware that Ash catches a Popol, which was awesome. But then he releases it, which is not awesome. I really wish he could have kept it. And one of those reasons is because we probably would have got to see Ash own a Naganadel. I mean, how cool would that have been? Not only does Ash catch a legendary Pokemon, but then it evolves into this crazy awesome Needle Dragon alien, but sadly we'll never get to see that. Oh Ash, you continue to disappoint me all the time. One last thing to point out about Naganadel is its amazing shiny as well. While I feel like I like the white and yellow on Popol a bit more, I still have to say the wasp colors on Naganadel are pretty badass and is easily a top tier shiny. Well, that pretty much wraps up my opinions on all the Poison-type Pokemon. I love Poison-type Pokemon a lot. Most of these guys are so underrated and I love giving them the spotlight. What are your favorite Poison types though? Let me know in the comments below, as well as your favorite typing. Whichever typing gets the most upvotes wins and will be the next week's typing opinion video. If you enjoyed the video, why not leave a like and subscribe to my channel with notifications on, that way you never miss an upload. If you want to support me further, consider following my Twitch where I stream a lot of Pokemon content and all kinds of other content like Zelda, Fire Emblem, Pokemon Mr. Dungeon, Borderlands, and so much more. Want to support me further and gain cool perks? Check out my Patreon. Fly Jubilee, Daniel Leone, Lady Crimson, Pal491, The Lazy Leo, Matthew Young, Austin Lego, and Jared Weez Austin did. I want to thank them personally for going above and beyond. It means the world to me. I think I'm gonna wrap this up though. I'm Mr. Gumbrown and I will see you in the future for more awesome Pokemon content.